Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Today, well, we're going to be talking are we going to have a recession? Like, I don't know if you pay attention to the news. I mean, I don't really watch the news. I do listen to a little BNN on the radio here and there, but for the most part, I don't watch the news. So I try not to go by their filter, but let's just understand what's happening in the world and what could lead to a recession and what could we do to be prepared for it. And as always, this video is sponsored by Catano Loeffler Real Estate Services. If you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, we're happy to help you guys. Anyways, let's get on with it. Basically, these are the indicators that are used to figure out if the economy is slowing, because the technical definition of a recession is 2 negative quarters. So 2 quarters of negative growth. So below zero, negative growth. We have housing permits, job sentiment, jobless claims, retail sales, wage growth, business activity, commodities, ISM new orders, profit margins, truck shipments, financial, credit spreads, money supply, yield curve. Okay. So back in 2 months ago, February, we had X on wage growth. The money supply is being constrained because they're just not expanding it as much as usual, right? And what has happened since then? Well, we've had huge inflation. The interest rates in the US, they've doubled. In Canada, they've more than doubled. I'm hearing 6 to 7% interest rates on their 30-year fixed in the States. Now in Canada, we're still getting, 4.2 to 4.5. But that's all going to change. Not drastically, but it will change. So you can see, okay, March was about the same. Oh, then we come over to April. And now we have wage growth, which is definitely not keeping up with inflation. I thought back in, the fall, January timeframe, when everybody and their brother was having an issue getting employees, that this was going to lead to significant wage growth. Now, it did in some sectors, but not across the board. And I think we're going to kind of see that stagnating right now, as I think a lot of people are like, ooh, we're going to hold back a bit. There's a lot of negative sentiment out there, which, again, could lead to people slowing down hiring and job growth and whatnot. So wage growth is in a recession right now because it's not keeping up with inflation, basically. Obviously, if you've tried to buy bread, gas for your car, I don't know what else, everything else, basically, that commodities are heading towards recessionary. It's going to get to a point where people change their habits and buy different things because prices are getting, or they're just going to change their habits and not do it, right? They're not going to get out there and just do the same things. They may still drive, but maybe they're choosing not to drive to Ottawa for the weekend. Maybe they're just going to stay more local. They're going to make choices because, it's not getting cheaper. And I don't think that's going to get cheaper for a while. And every time oil's hit this price, there's been a recession. Not gonna lie. And this is April. I think since then we're gonna find, because May was a huge profit month for companies, and some are just crushing it out there. But a lot of retailers, their profit margins have shrunk huge because they haven't been able to keep up. They haven't been able to pass along the pricing to their customers as much as they probably want to. Truck shipments, that's going to be expansion, I think, for a long time. I don't see that really slowing down. But I do think that we're going to see some of these other things start to slow down, like housing permits, profit margins in May. It's going to lead to a lot more cautionary tales. And these are all leading indicators. But what they do is, if somebody sees this and reads the headline, it's basically a self-fulfilling prophecy, where they say, "Ooh, world is falling, chicken little, right?" And I know I'm going to get some laughs on that. Comment down below if you like Chicken Little.
You're all in danger!
it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So when people have less profit, they're going to hire less people. We all know interest rates are going up, right? Which is going to constrain the money supply even more, which leads to less retail sales. Less retail sales lead to less people working there, less truck shipments. And they're trying to, and this is what the governments are trying to do. They're trying to cool the demand side of inflation. And to do that, they need to have less retail sales, which means less truck movement, which means all these things will slow down and will either become a caution or we'll go into a recession. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just a guy with a microphone on the old YouTube. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you think. But what am I doing to prepare for this recession? Well, I'm holding a lot of cash, even in this this inflationary environment. I do think they're going to break the back of this recession with these policies. I may be wrong. I hope I'm not. But what I'm doing is really I'm lending it out short term at a higher price than inflation. So I'm not losing money on holding that cash, but I'm not doing any long-term investment with it other than buying apartment buildings in Alberta. Now, why would I do that? Well, I'm buying apartment buildings in Alberta because, well, when the rest of the country goes into recession, I don't think Alberta is going to. I think Alberta is going to boom over the next couple years, and they just don't have the population to bring up Canada as a whole, and therefore Canada will start lowering interest rates in the rest of Canada and all of Canada, which will make my mortgages cheaper out there, and I think it's still going to boom. For them to boom, we need and be sustainable, like $60 to $70 a barrel oil. And right now, I mean, what is it? I don't even know what it is today. I haven't checked, but I mean, over the weekend, it was 115, 120. I do not see oil falling below $60 to $70 a barrel for quite a while. So I am hedging my bet by buying apartment buildings in Alberta. Now, am I going to use all this data and talking points to help myself get better deals out there? 100% I'm going to do that, especially now that interest rates are that much higher. In conclusion, everybody, because this is what you've been waiting for, I do think that Canada will go through a mild recession. I don't think it'll be this year. Obviously, that we've had huge boom through COVID. I think people will get out and enjoy the summer. I think they will curtail some of their trips. I don't know, they're probably not going to do cross-country trip with this type of gas pricing at $2 a liter. I mean, I was in Alberta last week. It was a good $1.60. Appreciate that. You know, what are you guys doing to prepare? What are you looking at? I am looking at some stocks right now that I'm going to go probably long-term on. I haven't really picked any just specific ones yet. When I do, I will let you know, and I'll just tell you how much I bought, and you can tell me if I'm an idiot or if I'm smart. If you guys are still around, we are having our next meetup. I got this nice note here. We're having our next meetup on Monday, June the 20th. Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat place. Also, then you can book in Monday, July 18th and Monday, August 22nd. The link will be down below for the Eventbrite. It's $15. All the $15 goes to a charity. We haven't picked the charity for this one yet, but all the money goes to charity. And we're happy to see you guys, and we're happy to sit there and talk about whatever the heck you want. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll catch you next time.